Morning everybody, and welcome back to my wild garden week. I'm sitting here today looking at my tomato plants. I'm very pleased with my tomato plants actually. I wasn't so much in about a month ago because they were a bit sad in June, but this heat of the last few weeks has really brought them out. I want to talk to you about what I'm growing these tomato plants in. It's peat-free potting compost. Now, it's really important that we grow plants, whether they're tomato plants, whether they're your house plants, whether you're trying to grow seeds. It's really important that you grow everything in peat-free compost. Why is that? Well, peat isn't just a sort of waste product. In itself, it's a valuable habitat. You might think about peat being on the uplands, and we associate it with very wet, boggy places, and that's what it is. Peat is a really spongy, boggy sort of soil that formed 100,000 years ago, started to form after the last ice age. It's a particular unique thing that has unique properties. It stores water really well, it's really low in nutrients, it creates a very boggy, acidic sort of habitat. So it's really specialist. So what you get growing in the peatlands are really specialist plants and creatures, dragonflies, insects, and of course the birds associated with those. So if you buy compost with peat in, what you're actually doing is you're contributing to the destruction of that fantastic habitat. Now, we think about the uplands being peaty, but also there are some lowland peat lands here in Greater Manchester. So if you look on the Lancashire Wildlife Trust website under reserves, you'll see some reserves called mosslands, and there's some fantastic lowland peatland habitats, so you could always go and visit those. But what you don't want to be doing when you're in your garden is gardening with peat. You can see, as I said, my tomato plants are doing quite well this year, and so are my chilies. They've been enjoying the peat-free compost and the warm weather we've just been having. Now, as well as potting compost, which we're potting things up in, I just want to quickly show you what I've got down the bottom of the garden, because that is my compost heap. So I compost all the raw vegetable waste and clippings from the garden in my own garden. If your garden's big enough, you can do this too. So I've got one of these, a bit of a traditional plastic composter, and if we take the lid off, let's see what's inside. Oh, I'm not sure if you can see, we've got all sorts in there. We've got woodlice, we've got slugs, we've got snails, we've got those really nice red composting worms. All these are different creatures which break down and digest rotting vegetation. Now, they're really important to life as well, because of course if we didn't have any creatures that digested and ate rotting vegetation, we'd be walking around in a heap of rotting vegetation, wouldn't we? So not only is my compost bin a brilliant habitat, it's also a way of getting rid of my raw vegetable waste and garden clippings. If you want more advice about wildlife gardening, go to our website and sign up for your free My Wild Garden booklet today. Thank you.